Chapter 6. Pronouns. Let's begin. Read the dialogue in the following picture and identify the pronouns. I'm sorry, but we are busy cooking. Can anyone help me slice this watermelon? Fine, then I'll do it myself. Understanding the topic. Pronouns are words that replace nouns in a sentence. The pronouns used in the above conversation are of different types and perform different functions. Pronouns are used to avoid repetition of nouns. Example: Aditya felt proud of Aditya because Aditya sliced the watermelon without any help from Aditya's parents. Aditya felt proud of himself because he sliced the watermelon without any help from his parents. The words in color himself, he and his are used in place of Aditya, making Aditya the antecedent. The noun which a pronoun refers to is called its antecedent. In the above example, the noun Aditya is the antecedent of the pronouns himself, he and his. The words himself, he and his are different kinds of pronouns. Let us revise the different types of pronouns you have already learned in class 6 and 7. Personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used in place of names of people or things. Personal pronouns can be in first person, second person, and third person. These refer to the person who is speaking, the person who is spoken to, and the person who is spoken about respectively. Personal pronouns include possessive pronouns and reflexive pronouns, which you will study in detail later in the chapter. Look at the following table to understand how personal pronouns are used. First person singular, plural. Second person singular, plural. First person singular, female singular, male singular, common/neuter, plural. Subject pronoun a, p, you. She, he, it, they. Object pronoun me, us, you, her, him, it, them. Possessive pronouns mine, ours, yours, hers, his, its, theirs. Reflexive pronoun myself, ourselves, yourselves, yourselves, herself, himself, itself, theyself. Personal pronouns can also be subject pronouns, object pronouns. When they are used as the subject of the verb example, they were asked to vacate their seats. When they are used as the object of the verb example, the organizers asked them to vacate their seat. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are pronouns that point to specific objects. The 5 demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, those, and such. Examples: this is my seat and that is your seat. These are sour apples. Those on the table are not as sour. Such was his strength that even adults were hesitant to arm wrestle with him. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. The table below shows the 5 most common interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns used for examples: what to ask for something in general. What are you planning to do with those coins? Who to ask about a person or people when it is the subject. Who gave you my number? Which to ask about a person or thing out of many. Which of these sweets would you like to try? Who to ask about a person or people when it is the object. Who did you vote for? Who's to ask about ownership? Whose is that pink car? Reflexive pronouns. Irreflexive pronouns. is a pronoun used as an object that refers to the same person or thing as the subject. Examples: Nitin calls himself a genius. The children learned the dance by themselves. The pronouns myself, yourself, himself, herself, oneself, itself, ourself, yourself, and themself are reflexive pronouns. Emphasizing pronouns. Emphasizing pronouns are pronouns that emphasize the nouns they refer to. Emphasizing pronouns are also known as emphatic pronouns. Examples: I myself took the decision to resign. The restaurant owner himself came to the table and apologized for the anting in the soup. From the above examples, you will notice that emphasizing pronouns use the same forms as reflexive pronouns. The difference between emphasizing and reflexive pronouns is very fine. Look at the table below to understand the differences. Reflexive pronouns. Emphasizing pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. Answer the question whom. Examples: give yourself a pat on the back. Whom should you give a pat on the back? Yourself. Emphasizing pronouns are used for emphasis. Examples: Geeta herself knows how it feels to grow up as an only child. Reflexive pronouns are used as the object of a verb. Emphasizing pronouns are placed right after the nouns or pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are essential to the meaning of a sentence. Examples: we will repair the road ourselves if the authorities continue to ignore it. The reflexive pronouns ourselves is essential to the meaning of the sentence. Emphasizing pronouns add extra meaning to a sentence. Examples: if you ignore the garden for a moment, the building itself is majestic. The sentence would still make sense if you remove the emphasizing pronouns.